Hi everyone, how are you doing this evening? I am so excited to join you, and we are going to talk about conventional medicine versus functional medicine, or what I call functional wellness. So what's the difference? Is there a time and a place for both? What do I do as a functional wellness practitioner that's different? These are questions that we are going to be answering today in the next 5 minutes and hopefully give you some clarity on what it is that functional wellness is. So first and foremost, there is a time and a place for both of these models. However, in the culture that we live in the environment we live in, the nature of things that we deal with day in and day out, functional wellness is the way to go for most people who want to feel and be well without medication or endless prescriptions and symptom band-aids. So if you think about illness and wellness as a spectrum, you have to think about illness developing over here, diseases. This is people that have Hashimoto's, you have IBS, you have cancer, you have rheumatoid arthritis. And wellness is all the way at the other end of the spectrum, where your mind, your body, your spirit are well, you're whole. You can see that there's a whole continuum of people that fall in between in this spectrum. The middle of this spectrum is what we call health. It's the comfort zone. It's where you're in the middle of where disease could develop or wellness could flourish in any instant. And I just like to think about when I was participating in Ironman events, I knew plenty of people who were healthy who weren't well. And I was one of them. Had an HRV of 20, doing an Ironman, had hormone problems, GI problems. I wasn't well. I wasn't functioning optimally. But according to most standards, I was definitely healthy. So there's just a disconnect whenever you are checking all the right boxes and doing all the right things, but yet there's something that says, well, if I'm doing all those things, why do I not feel well? I look well, all my labs look pretty good, and you still just don't feel well. And some of you may be in that boat. That's when I had to shift my mindset from what health was, being in the comfort zone, to what wellness is, functioning optimally and being well. And that took a lot of changes and a lot of mindset changes to get there. But let's talk about if you're in this part of the spectrum over here where you have some health issues, okay? You are diagnosed with a disease, or you are in this continuum where you no longer feel healthy, but you're getting to that place where you are on the brink of disease. Let's talk about that. The conventional healthcare approach is limited when it comes to all of this, because it only reaches that part. Like, that is where conventional medicine thrives, is from health to illness. Functional medicine or functional wellness can encompass a broader scope of the spectrum, moving you out of disease development and into health and wellness. So you're looking at, we want to get you towards health and then get you towards optimum wellness. So with functional medicine, we're going to look at root causes of the issues at hand, and we're going to attack them from the ground up instead of just putting a band-aid on the symptom. So a couple differences. Through functional wellness, you don't just receive a 15-minute in-office consultation with someone that doesn't really know you. You receive continuous support with someone who truly wants you to succeed and change. You have daily and weekly accountability and community within this model. It is personalized to you and what you need. With functional wellness, you don't just get limited testing with limited data. You get very detailed, abundant lab testing that gives you all the information you could possibly want about your health to give you clarity and direction for the way that you should go. When I'm doing lab testing, I recommend a comprehensive stool analysis test, DNA health testing, organic acid testing, Dutch Plus testing that looks at cortisol and hormone testing, and even food sensitivities testing, heavy metal testing, and more. There's a whole world of functional tests out there where we can really dive in and see the areas that you're struggling the most. We look at these biomarkers within a narrower range than conventional medicine would look, and they all give us clues within the context of the other lab tests to see if they're considered normal or not normal for that person. So with functional wellness, you are not going to get referred out for every body part that's bothering you. So if it's a urinary problem, you're not going to go to the urologist. If it's a kidney problem, you're not going to go over here. You're going to be offered a holistic approach with a very broad base of knowledge for understanding the root causes. With functional wellness, you're also not going to be restricted or limited for what we do by third parties and insurance companies. I've worked with insurance companies for over 13 years now, and one of the things that frustrates me the most is that sometimes when there's something needed for a person to get better and feel well, that sometimes they restrict that. And by doing functional wellness treatments, you do not go through insurance companies, and you are not restricted in what is needed for you. We do what is needed for the results that we want, and that's a pretty huge deal. With functional medicine, we don't use medication or surgeries as the main intervention, but we use a broad range of interventions that are personalized to get you the results that you want, including supplementation, herbal remedies, nutrition, eating whole foods, and lifestyle management techniques. So we're talking about stress management, sleep hygiene, oral hygiene, different exercises that you can do to downregulate your nervous system and to get you in a state of rest. You learn about you, and that's what's so exciting. You learn about your body. You are deeply involved in the process of transformation for your body, mind, and spirit, and you are empowered. Functional wellness isn't for everyone because this approach is not always easy. It's not the quick fix. It is the dedicated and committed route to achieving what you'd like to achieve for your health. And it's an investment of time and money and energy so you can do the things that God has called you to do here on this earth instead of being preoccupied with your health or your illness. Functional wellness is for those that are committed and very decisive to overcome the overwhelming nature of their health issues, to decrease those stress-induced illness, to get you on the spectrum from being over here in disease to move to health, to move to optimal wellness. It's for those that no longer want to struggle day in and day out with their health, and they're willing to be open-minded and coachable and do hard things so that they can be present for their family and be active in their old age and pursue their purpose. So if you are interested in learning more about functional wellness and how it could impact your health and how it could impact your purpose and how it could impact all the things that you're wanting to pursue, please just reach out and book a 20-minute discovery call with me. It is free. It doesn't cost anything. The purpose of that is for me to get to know you and to see if this is the time for you to do this, to see if you are committed and decisive and resourceful and ready to make some changes. If that is you, I love working with you. I will love being able to see this dramatic transformation take place as you take steps forward. So please know that I am praying for you. Thank you for being in this group and for taking in all this information, but hopefully this provides some clarity. I'll put the link below to that free discovery call link, so just feel free to book anytime, and I will be talking to you guys later. Have a great night. Bye.